do you feel like there's a difference between compromise and sacrifice?
I think men always have to do a little bit more, honestly. That's my honest opinion. Men always have to do a little bit more compromising, a little bit more.
And why?
And it's not by a lot. It's not like, oh my God, but it's a little bit more. We got to swallow the pill a little bit more.
Traditionally, for me, women have compromised more. But let's say in the relationship that I'm in now, right? I'm the man, I'm the leader, I'm the foundation. Now, absolutely, I will give grace, and absolutely, I will meet you in the middle certain places. But I'm the foundation. You know, I don't compromise as much as my woman. I just think that's ridiculous.
Can I give you the opposite of why it's a problem to deal with women's emotions? It's the same reason y'all don't like getting lost. Because you're trying to get somewhere and you don't know where you're going.
I think a husband who leads should be willing to make concessions when they're in the best interest of wife, marriage, the family. And I also think that a wife should also be willing for the same reasons. I don't think neither person should be keeping score.
Giving up in a relationship.
Oh man. So
and
much.
do you feel the difference between compromise? Do you feel like there's a difference between compromise and sacrifice?
I think men always have to do a little bit more, honestly. That's my honest opinion. Men always have to do a little bit more compromising, a little bit more.
And why?
And it's not by a lot. It's not like, oh my God, but it's a little bit more. We got to swallow the pill a little bit more than you guys, I believe.
Expand.
I mean, he's just true.
It's just a little bit more. Okay.
I want to hear why.
Okay.
Because we got more ego too, like to
yes,
stuff and,
that
you know, being the man.
I think the strength,
like we the king.
Yes, I agreed, 100%. I think the strength is in that. I feel like, you know, I've been able to be very apologetic and accountable, and I feel like a lot of times, the majority of the times, my partner has not been. You know, even over something small, right? Like I've done something small and I've been like, look, I want to apologize to you because I kind of had a bad day, and I can do that. Right? It's easy for me because I want you to know that you're not the issue. I'm going through something and I allowed that to hang on to you, and I apologize. I've been in situations where that can linger for days, 4 or 5 days. And now I'm effing feeling weird because you're having an issue, but you don't know how to communicate that issue to me. And so I got to swallow more pride than you. I gotta, and it's because you don't want to maybe, or I don't know. I'm speaking about a multitude of situations, but the consensus I've gotten is I've always had to just kind of, sorry. All right. Yeah, let's go. Because I'm driving the ship. We got to go where I have to go because I'm making the money, right? We have to go to this thing. We have to go to this event. I can't go to this event and you have a problem. So I need to clear the problem and make sure that we're straight before we go in here because I can't have any issues in here, right? I don't think that, you know, on the other foot, it's the same. I haven't seen it.
Come here, Trevor. What's wrong with you, boy? He's crazy. He's talking crazy.
Hey, listen, I don't know if your pander skill is strong enough yet. That pander food might not be there. That nigga's audience is vicious. And there's a bunch of old women, like aunties and shit. So don't say nothing too crazy about Mr.
No, he is tripping.
I want to ask the ladies first. Do you think that the man, as leading the household, is it his responsibility to regulate it in the fashion that bro just was talking about?
Yes.
Is he responsible for setting the tone? And why?
Absolutely. I would say so. Absolutely. I think, again, that's what comes with the responsibility of being a leader. It's like, you know, you want the title, but without everything that comes with it. I do think men compromise more, but I think that women tolerate more. So everyone has their role.
Oh my God. I don't agree with that at all. I think that women, well, depend on the type of man you with, right? Traditionally, for me, women have compromised more. But let's say in the relationship that I'm in now, right? I'm the man, I'm the leader, I'm the foundation. Now, absolutely, I will give grace, and absolutely, I will meet you in the middle certain places. But I'm the foundation. You know, I don't compromise as much as my woman. I just think that's ridiculous. I think what he was talking about was just making concessions. Like, all right, well, I don't want to go into this thing upset, so I'm just going to agree with you. Or like, that's not how that works, right? We can have a conversation and all that type of stuff, and you don't got to go to bed upset. But that doesn't mean that I concede to what's going on. You know, we're gonna have an adult conversation, and yeah, it's going to be based in truth. I'm gonna hear your perspective, you're gonna hear mine. But this whole idea of like just making a concession to a woman's, you know, typically which might be her worst self, you know, like no, we're not doing that.
But can I ask, why do men have a problem with women being emotional if they are emotional?
Oh no, it's no issue with you being emotional at all.
Shit.
So
No, I
then
don't find no reason.
why are we saying they're conceding when they're just dealing with an issue with a woman who's being emotional in the moment?
So I'll give you an example, right? One time me and my woman had a disagreement, as in the car, and as we was leaving, before we got out the car, I told her give me a kiss. She said no. In reality, I don't really play that. She know that. I don't give a lot of demands at all. I don't. So when I, was told her give me a kiss, she said no. That was an issue for me. We talked about it later on, and she told me that her perspective was she didn't want to concede to the argument because she thought if she gave me a kiss, she would be pretty much agreeing with what I said. And I communicated to her that I told you to give me a kiss because no matter what we are going through, no matter what we talk about, I still love you, and I need you to understand that. And then you still love me, and we're going to, we're not going anywhere. So that was the purpose of me doing that, right? I could have conceded to that. I could have conceded to this whole idea. I'm like, no, we're going to hash this out, right? Because it's my job to keep us connected. It's my responsibility. If I just concede to you whenever you say no, that's just not how, because you're being emotional. No, so we had that conversation, and that's corrected from then on. She's not going to do that again because she understands my perspective. So, yeah, I don't like the idea of just kind of like going off of her emotions. And I can acknowledge her emotions and hold space for them, right? That's what people say. I can do all of that, but that don't mean that I necessarily allow them to lead us.
So can I give you the opposite of why it's a fucking problem to deal with women's emotions? It's the same reason y'all don't like getting lost, because you're trying to get somewhere and you don't know where you're fucking going. For the emotional woman, her destination is always fucking unfound. You need GPS to figure it out. So if we don't know where we're going, it's frustrating because we're trying to get somewhere and we can't because we don't know where we're going. That is to a peaceful resolution with you, like where you're not going to be like, acting funny or having a stank attitude. That's why it's bad enough that women are inherently emotional because your emotions change with the wind. Hey, you see the wrong TV show, it makes you cry. You see the wrong other TV show, it makes you think niggas might not really be shit. If you see a TV show where the nigga did something that I did months ago, it'll trigger you again. Now you mad at me for the same shit that we got over with 2 therapy sessions ago. That's why dealing with women, and it's not you being emotional. Not simply being emotional, to be fair. It's when you're just emotionally immature, when you don't know how to process your emotions and contain those emotions before they start trying to affect your actions or the way that you treat and receive us. That's the problem that we have.
I think a husband who leads should be willing to make concessions when they're in the best interest of wife, marriage, the family. And I also think that a wife should also be willing for the same reasons. I don't think neither person should be keeping score or expect one person to do more of the giving or than the next person. So
Keisha, do you not remember the shit that the nigga that pissed you off that? Do you still remember the things that man has done to you?
Yes Which one? I have many stories.
The last 5 niggas. Do you not remember things that each one of the niggas and his predecessors did to you? Do you still not remember them?
Somewhat. Yeah, I would say I do.
All right. So the idea of women not keeping score is a fucking fantasy that just doesn't happen. Now, what the problem?
No, I'm not keeping score.
It's not keeping score. That's the issue. It's not keeping score. Gotcha. That's the problem. You should absolutely keep score. Like keeping score is how you know what the pros outweigh the cons. You should absolutely do that. But what you shouldn't do is you shouldn't punish somebody for doing something they haven't done yet. And a lot of times when people keep score, they say, well, the nigga lied to me about who this bitch was 10 times. So now on the 11th bitch, I'm just going to assume that's what this bitch is, somebody she's not supposed to be. Or the guy assumes that, well, she lied about this nigga. She said, oh, I can't block him because of whatever. That now she's not blocking him, this next nigga, because it's not exactly what it says. It's like that movie Minority Report. Like we try to arrest people for crimes that they're going to commit in the future based off of things that we're seeing right now, and that's what's not fair.
Willie, did what he said sound like happy wife, happy life to you?
Who?
No.
What Trevor said, it sounded like happy wife, happy life to me.
I didn't hear that.
Hell no.
conceding, compromising. That's what it sounded like to me.
No, because if happy wife, happy life means you let her run amok and do whatever. It's not about compromising all this. It's not about compromising when it makes sense, or we're saying when it's beneficial to the family. It's just when you happy wife, happy life. Let your wife wear what she wants. Let your wife say what she wants. Let your wife not do the duties or fill the duties unless she sees fit to. That's what happy wife means to me.